News Channel 15 presents The Film Reel, the talk show where we discuss everything going on in the world of movies and television, with hosts Bryce West and John Freeland. This is The Film Reel.
Hello everybody, and welcome into The Film Reel, the talk show where we discuss everything going on in the world of movies and television. I'm not Bryce West, and you're not John Freeland. This is the April Fool's episode of The Film Reel and Sports Extra. Sports Extra will have the Film Reel hosts of Bryce West and John Freeland hosting there. That's going to be on at 6:30. But for now, the team at Sports Extra is taking over the Film Reel. I am Ian Klingler alongside Drew Pountain.
Sir.
And so I think what they normally start off with is the box office reports.
Coming in at number 5 in the box office is The Courier, starring Benedict Cumberbatch. The Cold War spy Grayville Wynn and his Russian source try to put an end to the Cuban Missile Crisis. The film brought in $1 million, dropping 44.6% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Kyler Gaiman.
Coming in at number 4 is Chaos Walking, starring Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. Set in a dystopian world where there are no women and all living creatures can hear each other's thoughts in a stream of images, words, and sounds called noise. The film brought in $1.2 million, dropping 37.1% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Eli Grimes.
Coming in at number 3 in the box office is Tom and Jerry, starring Chloe Grace Moretz and Michael Pena. The adaptation of the classic Hanna-Barbera property, which reveals how Tom and Jerry first met and formed their rivalry. The film brought in $2.5 million, dropping 34.2% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Bryce West.
Coming in at number 2 is Raya and the Last Dragon, starring Kelly Marie Tran and Awkwafina. In a realm known as Kamandra, a reimagined Earth inhabited by an ancient civilization, a warrior named Raya is determined to find the last dragon. The film brought in $3.8 million, dropping 26.6% from last week. For The Film Reel, I'm John Freeland.
Coming in at number 1 is Nobody, starring Bob Odenkirk. A bystander who intervenes to help a woman being harassed by a group of men becomes the target of a vengeful drug lord. The film opened with $6.8 million. For The Film Reel, I'm Mallory Burton.
Sorry about that. We were having a little bit of difficulties, but we're going back and we have a new number 1. It's Nobody. I mean, looks like a very action-packed movie. It has stars. I don't remember who the guy was, but he was in like Better Call Saul. He was in. He voiced in the second Incredibles. He was in Breaking Bad. So that's all about that. But what is very interesting is, Bryce and John aren't here, but The Croods: A New Age has finally left the top 5 in the box office results. That is finally, this has been going on this entire time in 2021, ever since it was released, I believe, back in Thanksgiving, that The Croods was going to be in the top 5. And with the release of Nobody, it finally got out of the top 5. It's now at number 6 after 18 weeks. 18 weeks! It's finally out of there. But of course, you have Raya and the Last Dragon, which is a mix-up of a Disney Plus exclusive and being shown in theaters. It's still going on strong, even though with just dropping the 1 spot. Tom and Jerry still staying at number 3. Then Chaos Walking with Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley, and at number 4. And then The Courier with Benedict Cumberbatch, which I'm surprised it's still staying in the top 5, but it's still in there at number 5. So, Drew, what is your take on this top 5 here?
I like it a lot. I hate to see the Croods go, but they've been in there for so long. It was a long time coming. But I'm excited to see. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if next week the Croods actually jump back up there in the top 5. Knock on wood.
Oh, don't say that.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Courier falls. We'll take a look at trailers here later in the show, but I don't really think there's going to be anything new coming that is going to drop the new that's going to drop everyone down. There may be some movie releases, but none of that are really sticking out to me at least. So I could definitely see the Courier falling and the Croods jumping back up into the top 5.
Now, nobody opened up at number 1. Do you still seeing that consistently staying in at number 1, or do you think Raya and the Last Dragon will take it back over maybe next week?
I think it has one more week at number 1. The kids' movies are always going to be top 5. That's why The Croods is in there for so long. Raya and the Last Dragon is probably going to be in there for a while, as was with Tom and Jerry. So I definitely could see nobody staying in there for at least one more week before Raya and the Last Dragon kind of regain the top spot.
All right, with that, getting into more movie news, in the DC universe, they have finally released the date for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Black Adam. It is being released on July 29th, 2022. So we're finally getting a set date for Black Adam. I'm not sure. I believe maybe Zachary Levi and Shazam might also be in that from the Shazam films.
Ooh.
Okay, apparently not as well. But it'd be really interesting to see how Black Adam would do, because with the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League, I think everybody's being a little bit more hyped into the DC cinematic universe. So, what is your take on finally the release date of Black Adam?
I'm excited. This is a movie I've been pretty excited about since they released the trailer, not the trailer,
not
but
the trailer.
I can't.
Whenever they announced
the movie, thank you.
Yeah, whenever they announced that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was going to be.
And of course, The Rock is such a phenomenal actor where he's going to make almost any movie a lot of money, because you've seen it a lot where he takes not so great movies and makes them big, and then makes, of course, the bigger movies. The one that come to mind to me, at least, is Jumanji. Jumanji was a really big movie coming out, and of course, The Rock and Kevin Hart, the star-studded cast, and it kind of highlights with The Rock, and I'm just excited to see The Rock in a DC movie.
All right, with that being said, we're going to take our first break, and coming up, we've got a Star Wars trailer that's coming up here on the Film Reel.
It just takes a moment to spread from one person to another. So how do you break the germ cycle? Wash your hands often and always after coughing, sneezing, handling food, and going to the bathroom. Lather the front, back, and in between for at least 20 seconds. If there's no soap or water available, use a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Regularly disinfect common surfaces, including your phone. These small things can help break the germ cycle.
From broadcasting to sports,
From filming new shows
to interviews, from filling the news
to working on projects.
The radio TV program at Wabash Valley College brings you fun and enjoyable work experience. Here you'll gain hands-on experience by working with our news channel, News Channel 15, recording and even broadcasting some of the biggest high school games of the year. New shows like The Film Reel and older shows like Sports Extra. Come be your warrior by setting up an appointment today at 618-262-8641.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
News Channel 15 presents Sports Extra, a weekly look at local and area sports. See it Thursday nights at 6:30 on News Channel 15, also posted to our Facebook page. It's Sports Extra.
My favorite thing about Wabash Valley College, it is a tight-knit community. I am very big into having a support system and to having people help me succeed. And being here at a community college, it is, in fact, a community college because we all support each other. We are all here for each other.
Welcome back into the Film Reel. We're now going to take a look at the new trailer for Star Wars: The Bad Batch.
A test is in order. 5 enhanced clones, more capable than an army. Yet they exhibit a concerning level of disobedience and disregard for orders.
What else you got? Give me more!
Our squad's nothing but trouble. But we get the job done.
You're Clone Force 99.
You know who we are.
Hunter.
Let's go.
Echo.
Hyperdrive's online.
Tick.
Prepping to jump.
Wrecker.
Let's blow something up. Yeah!
And Crosshair.
Your move.
Ha! We're all you need.
I want Clone Force 99 found and wiped out.
The galaxy's a dangerous place to be.
We need to get out of here. What do you say, kid? You want to come with us?
How can I help?
The Clone Wars have ended.
You
can either adapt and survive, or die with the past. The decision is yours.
We do what we do. Strap in, kid.
So there's a look at the Star Wars The Bad Batch trailer. And Drew, this is kind of going off of the last season of the Clone Wars. They showed up in the final season in season 7, I believe.
Yep.
And so this is taking place after Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm pretty excited for it. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. You know, of course, it's going to be a Clone Wars spinoff.
Right.
So that's why it's animated, and I like the Star Wars animations. I didn't really watch a whole lot of the Clone Wars, but I got enough of it to where it's kind of like it's a spinoff, of course. So you know, you're going to see a lot of the original stuff that you've seen, maybe in the Clone Wars, but just kind of different characters. You know, it's going to be just a little bit different from the Clone Wars, of course.
Yeah, and I think you'll get old fans who watched the Clone Wars, and then new fans who are like, man, look at this, new Rebel team. This is taking afterwards. This is cool. I want to watch Star Wars. But I mean, we talk about the animation that is kind of resemblance to the Clone Wars, and I actually like the animation that they did for Star Wars: The Clone Wars from this entirety. So it'd be really interesting to see, what they try and do. Is this going to lead for a while? How long will this be afterwards? How long will this last per se? But I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just going to be really interesting to see. With that, we're going to take another quick break, and Alec has his top 5 comedy movies that's coming up here on the Film Reel.
At First National Bank, we are committed to providing our customers with superior customer service. Whether in person or over the phone, our goal is to provide a positive customer experience each and every day. Give us a call or stop in one of our local branches today.
I think what makes Wabash better than any other college is that it's a small, close-knit community, and it offers a lot of different classes with a lot of different teachers.
What makes it better is the hands-on training. The teachers really want you to succeed.
It's such a different kind of community than what a big college would be. I can go and walk down the hall and I know like 7 different people. And so I think it's just the sense of community that you get from a smaller college.
No matter what your favorite show is, News Channel 15 has you covered. Now available on Roku and Apple TV smart devices.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
I think what makes Wabash better than any other college is that it's a small, close-knit community, and it offers a lot of different classes with a lot of different teachers.
What makes it better is the hands-on training. The teachers really want you to succeed.
It's such a different kind of community than what a big college would be. I can go and walk down the hall and I know like 7 different people. And so I think it's just the sense of community that you get from a smaller college.
From broadcasting
to sports, from filming new shows
to interviews, from filling the news
to working on projects.
The radio TV program at Wabash Valley College brings you fun and enjoyable work experience. Here you'll gain hands-on experience by working with our news channel, News Channel 15, recording and even broadcasting some of the biggest high school games of the year. New shows like The Film Reel and older shows like Sports Extra. Come be a warrior by setting up an appointment today at 618-262-8641.
Now, more of The Film Reel with Alec Vaughn.
Hi everyone, welcome here to The Film Reel here on News Channel 15. I'm Alec Vaughn, and happy April Fool's Day to everyone out there. And today, seeing how it is April Fool's, I have decided to do my top 5 favorite comedy movies. Now without further ado, well, let's get started. Alright, number 5, I have Napoleon Dynamite. This film follows Napoleon Dynamite, who's a geeky teenager trying to go through teenage life. And he jokes around a little bit, and whenever he rides on his bus, he likes to grab his toy wrestling action figure and tie it onto a piece of string and fling it out the window and let it fling out onto the road a little bit, which I always thought was kind of funny. And some of my favorite scenes on the movie are when he goes to prom and when he does his dance moves at the end of the stage. And this is the type of movie that the more you watch it, the funnier it gets. And at number 4, I have The Hangover. This film follows a group of buddies who are going to Las Vegas for a bachelor party, and they get a little too wild, and they end up losing one of their friends, and they go through a whole fiasco going through all over the city trying to find him, and they get caught up with gang members and even Mike Tyson, and there's a whole bunch of funny stuff in this movie. Like there's this one scene where they go to Mike Tyson's mansion and steal his tiger, which I always thought was kind of funny. And some of my other favorite scenes of the movie are when they bring him the wrong Doug, and I've always thought that scene was pretty funny too. And at number 3, I have Borat. This movie follows an immigrant from the Middle East, and he's coming to America, and he doesn't fit in very well. Like he tries to meet other people, but they're either really rude with him or aren't really accepting because he's so ill-mannered compared to how he is in the Middle East. And some of my favorite scenes in the movie are when he's driving in an ice cream truck and he buys it for rent, and when he tries to kidnap Pamela Anderson. And at number 2, I have The Anchorman. This movie follows Will Ferrell playing Ron Burgundy, who's a news anchor, and it's a really funny movie. My favorite scene in the whole movie is when all these anchor men from all different kinds of news channels, like Hispanic news channels, morning news channels, afternoon channels, and night channels, and they all come up into this big alley and fight each other. And that scene's one of my favorite scenes of the movie. I also like the scene at the end where these bears try to attack Ron Burgundy. The bears scene's really funny. And at number 1, I have Austin Powers. This film follows Mike Myers, who plays an undercover English agent named Austin Powers, who tries to fight off Dr. Evil. And there's 3 different movies. The first one's probably the best one because it's the most funniest and the most original. And there's a whole bunch of funny jokes at the end. And my second favorite one's probably the second film. It's really funny too. That's the first movie with Mini-Me. Mini-Me is really funny because he's a mini version of Dr. Evil, and he has a lot of funny lines too. And so you should just go watch it. And that's going to do it for us here at News Channel 15. I'm Alec Vaughn. Happy April Fools.
Thank you, Alec, for your top 5 comedy movies. Drew, what's kind of one of your favorite comedy movies?
So I got 2. I'll go Deadpool. That's always the first one.
The first one or the
first one. Okay. The second one is a really good movie, but it's not as funny as the first one. The first one is I can watch it still to this day and find little things that I may have missed the first couple of times I watched it, and it cracks me up. And the second one is Waterboy.
With Adam Sandler.
With Adam Sandler, a young Adam Sandler. Oh my gosh, Waterboy cracks me up, dude. Like no other movie ever has.
I have a couple of them. One of them is Happy Gilmore, another Adam Sandler film. Him and Carl Weathers, whom I was really surprised. I was like, okay, so it's a comedy movie. And Carl Weathers, who is, most notably for Apollo Creed in Rocky.
Right.
And so I was like, oh man, he's in here. And he's just like, I only got one hand. I'm like, what? That's incredible. And then of course it deals with, has a lot of Adam's, rays that he had like during the 90s. Like he would play characters that would get like very mad or whatever, just start beating people up and whatever. So very interesting about that. Another one is Wayne's World, which is the original, which is the first movie that tied into the SNL skit that Mike Myers and Dana Carvey did. And so it's got Rob Lowe in it. I'm not sure who played the female that was the female lead. I'm not really sure, but Rob Lowe was trying to get Wayne and I can't remember what the heck his other friend was. I can't remember, but they were trying to get him on a show, and so they do it, and they're like, and it's just a huge, funny movie. Probably one of my funny things is Rob trying to tell them not to sell out, and so the two characters are like, yeah, we would never sell out while holding like a Pepsi and Pizza Hut and all that. Oh, it's so funny. And then one of my other one that I had, which I've watched recently, is Groundhog Day. So it's the movie where Bill Murray goes through the entire day over and over and over again, and it's just hilarious because it's him, developing like, oh hey, this is going to happen. Let me try and do something about it. And it's just him going through days over and over again until finally he escapes it. He's very well known. He's very likable, and I just like that movie as a whole. With that being said, we're going to take another break, and coming up, we've got movie trailers here on the Film Reel.
At First National Bank, we are committed to providing our customers with superior customer service. Whether in person or over the phone, our goal is to provide a positive customer experience each and every day. Give us a call or stop in one of our local branches today.
With a lifetime of proven dedication and service to Mount Carmel, Susan Zimmerman is running for Mount Carmel City Council. Susan has a proven track record of service to our youth through Wabash Valley Youth in Action, our local schools, and as an adjunct instructor at Wabash Valley College. Susan Zimmerman is passionate about making her hometown a better place, serving on many volunteer boards like the Retail Merchants Committee and others. With your help, Susan Zimmerman will strive to make Mount Carmel flourish. Vote Susan Zimmerman for City Council on April 6th. News Channel 15 presents Sports Extra, a weekly look at local and area sports. See it Thursday nights at 6:30 on News Channel 15, also posted to our Facebook page. It's Sports Extra.
News Channel 15 presents The Film Reel, the talk show where hosts Bryce West and John Freeland talk about the latest news in the world of movies and television. Join us every Friday night at 5, also on our Facebook page. It's The Film Reel, only on News Channel 15.
My favorite thing about Wabash Valley College, it is a tight-knit community. I am very big into having a support system and to having people help me succeed. And being here at a community college, it is, in fact, a community college because we all support each other. We are all here for each other.
Welcome back into the Film Reel. It's now time to take a look at some trailers.
This package just came in.
Get everybody out of here.
Play me.
Hello, Detective Banks. Do you know where your officers are?
Jigsaw? Wait, I thought the Jigsaw killer was dead.
He is.
Find him. They're hours, not days.
How can I catch this guy? If there's nobody on the force, I can bust!
You can't do this alone.
Whoever did this has another motive. Something personal.
When was the last time you saw your father?
Jigsaw copycat.
This is gonna go sideways fast.
Spin like a spiral.
All available units, officer down.
That was just a diversion to get us out of the precinct! I need everyone on this case! He could be anywhere. He could be anyone. We're gonna tear this city apart.
I'ma let him spin like a spiral.
Hello, Detective Banks. When was the last time you saw your father?
They say my mother was one of the greatest to ever rise. Stay wild, mi querida Fortuna. And even though she's been gone since I was a baby, no! There are still moments where I can feel her spirit. Welcome to Miradero. And Cora, did you ever see my mom perform?
Oh, yes. She was a legend.
Fortuna? Hola. You look just like your mother.
You must be Lucky Prescott. I like your dress. Oh, and your shoes. I didn't know shoes could be cute.
Whoa, horses can do that? Is that barn okay?
This horse got a lot of spirit.
You do have a lot of spirit. Easy, boy.
Let's go, girl. Good thing her name's Lucky. Well, is her middle name Irony? Don't!
I just rode a horse. Around here, we call that hanging on for dear life.
You are lucky you didn't get yourself killed. You stay away from that horse.
Dad, it's not his fault.
I'm trying to keep you safe.
He said, let's get out of this town. Just take it slow. Horses can feel what you feel. It's in your heart to run free. It's in mine, too. I'm gonna call you Spirit.
Let's round up that herd, boys.
We need to get Spirit back to his family. This is a terrible idea.
Sign me up.
I believe in you, Lucky. You have your mother's spirit.
Stay wild, mi querida Fortuna.
Trust me.
I can't look.
We'll get your family back, Spirit.
We'll need the strength of 1,000 marshmallows.
That is a look at our trailers with Spiral with Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, the kind of a Saw spinoff, and Spirit Untamed, an interesting animated film by DreamWorks. Any final comments between those two movies?
I think Spiral looks really good. I probably will go watch that in theaters.
All right, with that being said, that is going to wrap up the April Fool's edition of the Film Reel. Of course, Bryce and John will be back here next week for your weekly look at movies and television. I'm Ian Klingler alongside Drew Pountain. We'll see you next time.